Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth, beautiful, just gorgeous, approaching 70 next few days. We're going through Sunday. I mean, it looks like 72 to 73 over the weekend, Cande.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah. Now, we may get some rain coming in next week, but we're not going to discuss that because these 4 or 5 days here are just some of the best we've ever seen in November.
Took Tilly out for a big walk and then went to the park with Tilly and later, a few hours later. So did a lot of walking yesterday. It was really good.
That's great. Now, when you're at the park, you and Brian or just you yesterday?
Brian and I were at the park. I took her alone for the first walk. Yeah, we were at the park and he throws the ball to her and she, whatever. They have their little game of catch and then I walk her around the park. And if there's any dogs in the doggy park, we go in and say hello. So that's what's going on.
How is she? I know we've discussed this before, but, dogs change. How is she with other dogs at the park?
Sometimes she likes a dog. Sometimes she doesn't. She's very picky. Like her mother. Very picky.
I understand. She seems that way. She seems like if she likes
funny,
you. Yeah.
2 kids were throwing a football. She wanted to get in on the action. She's trying to chase the football with them.
Aww.
Yeah, she loves kids. Not so much dogs. Certain dogs.
That is very cute. Well,
yeah, she's adorable, as you know.
Now,
of
course.
Your in-laws are home. When I say home, I mean your home.
I was wondering how long it would take for you to bring that up, Cande.
Yes, I want to know what was for dinner last night.
My in-laws walked through the door at about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, which was interesting because I had a conference call at exactly 1 o'clock. So, and I knew they were coming. We have my mother-in-law on Life 360. She's in our group of Life 360. So we saw they were so close. And so I said to Dana, I'm like, listen, I am putting in my AirPods. I'm going in my truck and I'm driving around the block and I'm finding a quiet spot to park because I need to be on this conference call because I knew they're walking in. Not only
it's going to be a big commotion.
Well, particularly because Charlie the dog, and then my dogs are going to go crazy.
They're so excited to see Charlie, and everybody's saying hello, hi, yeah.
Right. So I go out, I do the conference call, I come back, and yes, it was great to see them. They are back in town for a couple weeks. I'm going to give you like about 2 weeks. They'll be here.
All right. All right.
I'd say mid-November looks like their target to go back to Delaware, and they came in, and then they grabbed my mother-in-law, and we get in the car, and we go pick up the kids from school. She surprised them. Because they knew
a nice surprise.
Yeah, they knew she was coming, but
see, I want them to be excited when I come.
Yes,
my time is picking them up at school. Can you imagine? That's a number of years away.
Yeah, you'll have a good time. I mean, they knew she was coming, but they didn't know she was going to be picking them up from school. So that was a nice surprise. The kids get very excited, whether they, it doesn't matter which grandparents or going to their houses. Like, they love going to Rockaway. They love going to Delaware. They love, just everything. Like, it's good. Like, we have a good bond.
It's family. It's good. It's important. Yeah. These are important relationships.
Absolutely. So you mentioned, should I say, you know what? I'm going to save the food. You said, what did we eat for dinner?
Yeah, because, you got Dana cooking. Now your mother-in-law's there. She's a good cook. What was the first night?
All right, I guess we could discuss it.
Don't sigh at me like that.
No, because it could take longer than you expect.
Okay, so this is how it goes. Dinner.
No,
we had chicken cutlet, salad, and green beans. Oh, that took, 3 seconds?
As you can imagine, there's a story behind it, Cande. Yeah. So they come in with bags, and they come in with a pot or two of food that was kept cold or whatever in the car. And they go to heat it up on the stove, and they said, it's the soup with the rice and the meat. I said, what is that? He says, my father-in-law, it's the soup with the rice and the meat. I said, what do you mean the soup with the rice and the meat? Is that the name of the... He goes, it's the soup with the rice and the meat.
It's the soup with the rice and the meat.
So I'm like, but wait a second. Is that like the name of an Italian dish, or is that your name you gave to describe the dish that we're about to eat? Is that
It's
something?
a soup with rice and meat.
Right. So if I Google, but I'm trying to get like, if I Google this father-in-law, will it come up the soup with the rice and the meat, or is this something you made up? And it's the soup with the rice and the meat.
What is so hard to understand?
So what it was legitimately a big giant bowl of rice that gets heated up,
The soup with the rice and the meat.
and a big giant tub of soup that looks like a minestrone soup with carrots and shredded, almost
Oh,
looks
I
like
love that.
brisket, like shredded meat.
Yes.
So you take a bowl, you put the white rice on the bottom of the bowl. You then take the ladles full of soup that come with the carrots and the meat. You put it
my
on
favorite.
top, and then you put like a Parmesan or whatever kind of cheese
Whatever
you
you
want to put on
want.
top.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So that is what we had for
That's
dinner.
delicious. I love that.
It's the soup with the rice and the meat.
I gotta have some soup with the rice and the meat.
That's right. So it was very good. By the way, in between their arrival and dinner, the whole family, not my in-laws, the 5 of us went to the high school to play tennis. All 5 of us.
Okay, explain.
What
You're
do you
all
mean?
out on the tennis court together?
Well, there's 6 tennis courts. So me and Leah took one. We were playing, and Dana, who's gotten into it, she's become a tennis fan and now likes to play and get out and play. She was hitting around with Elijah and Abby, and then when Leah went to another court to practice her serves, I hit some balls to Abby and Elijah.
I'm trying to get Brian. We need to get a couple of used rackets, nothing fancy, and go to the court by our house. Absolutely, I've been trying to talk him into this for a while.
So you can, by the way, you don't even need used rackets. If you go to like a Dick's Sporting Goods, they have generic, not sized to your
Yeah,
hand.
nothing fancy. I'm
right.
certainly not going to join, a tennis tournament or anything like that.
You can get a halfway decent starter tennis racket for $25-$30 on the wall at Dick's Sporting Goods.
This is all I need.
That's it. That's what you do. You go,
Right.
get
We
a
have
couple
to do
cans.
that. He wants to
cans
go
of balls.
bowling. I hate bowling.
But no.
Don't
Well,
like bowling.
in the winter, I used to bowl a lot. Me and my buddy Murph,
Do you know I bowled a 32 once? Does that sum it up for you?
That's pretty. In 10 frames, that's I don't
Yeah,
do I
in
have to
10
tell
frames.
you. I have
Okay.
to tell you what the average is.
Yeah, no,
Oh my
don't.
God.
I don't like it. It's too heavy. The ball. I don't want to. No.
Yeah, so we are the family now that plays tennis together.
I want to be the family that plays tennis too.
Yeah, although Leah, she gets upset about it because she wants me and her on a court to be serious, to be playing, and I'm the same. I feel the same. But then Dana's coming over and Elijah's coming over and Abigail's and they want to get involved, but everyone's got to be separated. I will hit balls. I will hit balls to Elijah and Abby. I will hit around with Dana if she wants, but when me and Leah are practicing, it's just me and her on the court because we're at a different level. That's all. That's it's the only reason.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
But
Different level.
we have and I got to tell you, the weather was so good
So
yesterday.
beautiful.
Can I tell you, every court was taken yesterday.
Because it was a perfect day to do
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really nice. So, good start to my in-laws' arrival yesterday.
Yes, they
Kenny.
come with food. Who doesn't like that?
Yeah, very, very well done by them. Bringing the soup with the rice and the meat, and away we go.
Where is Sweets right now?
With her eyes closed, about 20 feet from me.
Oh, trying to
Yeah.
drown out your voice.
Her and wait, I think she.
Oh, I heard a groan.
Well, I heard her. I don't even want to know what she said because it may not be appropriate for air.
I
so
think
we'll just.
she groaned.
She groaned. There was a groan.
There was a groan.
And the best thing about Charlie is she, when she goes out to pee before bed, she is then good till like 11 a.m., noon. Like
Wow.
she's crazy like that. So they could lay there forever. They're just relaxing. Yeah.
Well,
so
that's nice. That's so
Yeah.
nice that someone's laying in bed relaxing.
yes, and
Not
away
me,
we go.
not you, but someone.
No. Someone is doing it, thankfully. 7:30 special song, less than an hour to your bald and the beautiful entertainment. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood. That's, of course, coming up at about 8:12. The Bald and the Beautiful. Beautiful today. Next 4 or 5 days, again, still looking great. About 70. Let's hit the roads. My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.